Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and today we are looking at some products. Now, so as you've seen by the title, I'm just going to tell you what they are. I was going to try and ease into it somehow, but we have an embarrassing supply here of the new Fenty Beauty line by Rihanna. Now, a lot of you, or some of you I should say, not a lot, but some of you were happy or excited that I had not previously been talking about this line on my channel. Truth be told, I bought everything the minute it launched, and I was just waiting for it to arrive in a package on my doorstep. So, I apologize. Now, what I can offer you, let me grab the primer. This is the primer. What I can offer you is that as we go through this process, okay, we will go through it together. I will tell you fun little tidbits about myself. I will make this as humorous as I can. Just know that I am not like all the rest that review this product. A, because I actually have face problems, and B, because I'm not this girl that nice, pristine, sits in a chapel. I don't understand YouTubers that do that. Oh my God. They sound like they're sitting in church, and I'm like, stop. It drives me insane, you guys. I watch people, not watch, but I'll scroll through videos, and I'll be like, I wonder how they sound. I always wonder how I sound on camera, if I sound melancholy, if I sound I don't want to be the Charlie Brown's teacher, you know what I'm saying? So I always wonder, what do I sound like? How is this coming across to the world? And then I watch other videos and I'm like, do I sound like that? They sound so put together. One of my favorite YouTubers is Tati, right? I love how she reviews. I love that she's brutal. I love all that. The one thing that I'm always like, what in the actual fuck? What? Is that she sounds so put together, which I understand. All my friends and everything consider the way that I speak and the way that I am very put together as well. So I understand, but she literally dictates every single syllable in every single word. Again, not that that's wrong, but I just feel don't you ever just want to stop and be sassy and be like, dang, or what? Don't you ever just want to stop and make funny noises? Maybe that's just me. So anyways, let's jump into this primer, and I promise I will just pageify the shit out of this review. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, so this is the Soft Matte Pro Filter Fenty Beauty primer, which is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And holy crap, that's heavy. This is luxurious. Okay, so what do we got here? Smooth pore diffusing finish, extend makeup wear. Okay, cool. I'm assuming we just put it on our face. Again, soft matte is what it says the color is. I think there was only one color because I don't remember actively selecting anything. That is a nice pump. Wow, that is freaking nice. Okay. Okay, so that is kind of what it looks like. It is a very light toned, but it definitely feels, ooh, whoa, whoa, okay. Oh, okay. Smells a little bit like baby powder. And yes, I know I'm the weirdo that has to put it all over her damn face because my entire face gets oily, guys. Not just right here, my entire damn face. Let's just get that over right now. Oh wow, that dries down. It's like a 0.5 on the scale of tackiness, right? There's literally almost no tack, and it dries down to almost feel like powder, and it smells really good. The lightest, yeah, the lightest kind of almost baby powdery scent. Oh, that's nice. Okay, now did that do anything? All right, I'd be lying if I said I thought it did anything, but that's usually the case with me in these primers. They're always like, watch it instantly blur, and then even if it does it on my hand, I'll put it on my face, and I'm like, womp womp. So I'm excited to, see if this actually does anything. Ooh, it feels really nice though. Oh my good lord. Ooh girl, just keep touching your face. Now for this next part, I'm a little bit I have the foundation, the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Everyone's been testing. But I also picked up this, matchstick, and I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this, and I was kind of trying to figure out why. It says on the side, conceal, correct, and contour, long wear, light as air layering. So I don't know if maybe this is what I'd go in over this with. I'm not really 100% sure. I thought we would take a look at it, and if it looked or seemed like a stick foundation, then we would obviously, try that later as a stick foundation. Oh my good lord. It definitely seems like a stick foundation. Let's kind of... Okay, so we swatched that out, and this is in the shade Ivory. Wow, that is thick. Oh, it does blend out okay, but I could never contour with that, I'll tell you that right now. But it does say conceal and correct. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go in with this and then we'll kind of decide from there. But I wanted to pick this up like just in case. And by the way, the color on that packaging, I love this like almost blush toned everything. I'm living. So on to the main event here. Well, not really the main event because there's another item I'm really excited about. But this is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I picked it up in the shade 130. She is, and if you've seen or heard anything about this product so far, you know that like she is becoming infamous. And it said shake well on the bottom of the package right here. So like be very mindful of shaking, I guess. Yeah, shake well. It says it right on there. So, she came out from the start with 40 inclusive shades, which everyone in the beauty community is super impressed with. I was super impressed with. And so, of course, this time I did not pick up the lightest shade because there were actually a couple tones that I was like, that's going to be way too light for me. Now that I'm looking at this is going to be, I think, a little too dark. But, like, you know, Paige, you would pick up the wrong, like, not just the wrong shade, but, like, the wrong shade. When there's 40 to choose from, and I'm still like, I'm gonna pick the darker one. Like, Paige, stop. I've had such a fun, like, rough summer with this. Like, I just feel this always constant need to, like, pick the darker shade. And I don't know, like, it's a mental block. I think for summer, I'm like, I want to be tan. How do you get tan? You just pick the darker foundation. Like, no, Paige. Meh. Now, for the purposes of this video, I also picked up 2 of her brushes. This is the highlight brush, which we don't need right now. And this is supposed to be the Full Firm, Air Touched, Full Coverage Foundation Brush. It's a full-bodied foundation brush, so I thought we would kind of use this. Holy shit, how do you get into this thing? As you guys know, I'm pretty critical when it says, like, you know, apply with this brush. I'm usually a pretty hard sell on that one because I'm a big fan of, like, my normal It Cosmetics Flat Top Kabuki. Like, this thing is the jam, okay? So I'm a little bit of a harder sell on stuff like this, but you know, we'll take it for a spin. Okay, oh my good lord, that is just beautiful. Okay, and then here's the protective sleeve, which you gotta like pull down. Because I don't want to ruin the sleeve, guys. Am I the only one that does that? Like, if it comes with a protective sleeve, I always take the sleeve and pull it off, and then I save it. Like, that way if I'm traveling, I can just put it back on. Is that weird? Okay. So, okay, this is interesting. It's like a domed taper brush, kind of. Like, I'm not really sure how I feel about this. But I can tell you right now, that is like the softest handle I've ever felt. That is fabulous, and it's beautiful. So I'm assuming you just kind of take it and do it like little tiny strokes. So let's go ahead. Here's the foundation. Let's go ahead and, oh my god, that is straight water. And it is really not my shade, and it's really watery. Okay. Okay, alright. Calm down, foundation. That is so not my shade. Okay. Another thing that I do, oh my god. Oh, Paige. God, you need to quit being drunk. Okay. Holy cow, full coverage. One of the things that I did pick up from, there's only one video that I've seen on this, and I watched Tati's video. And she did say that one of the people in Sephora told her, you know, be careful, don't use any other mattifying products with this foundation because you will not, you know, you'll regret it, basically. Like, this foundation is super, super matte. I will obviously set my face because I have to set my face, but other than that, I will, like, not use any other mattifying foundation. I will not use any other mattifying products. I was actually really glad I watched that because I, like, layer the mattification on. And so if this is, and what they said is, like, basically when people were doing that and they saw people layering on mattifying products, it made this foundation look really cakey and really bad. And I guess this is supposed to be like such a great foundation. Obviously it's great if you maybe get it in your freaking color. Paige, what the hell? I was gonna do half and half, and I just talked my way into literally smearing it all over my face. Good job. So who's gonna have like a collective gasp from the audience if I say I don't really like Rihanna? Like, there's maybe like 2 songs that I like, and the only time I really like them is when I'm feeling like a club rat that's like, need to party. Yeah. I do think it's cool though. I mean, I think it's cool that if she was gonna bust into the makeup scene, that she at least did it like hello, she made quite the statement coming in, you know? Which I think is cool. And I appreciate that as she kind of came into the beauty community, she wasn't just like, oh, here's 3 shades, and like didn't just stamp her name on something. Like, she legit created this line. She wanted it to be all inclusive, and I think that that's kind of cool. Now, okay, this looks really streaky and really patchy. I'm going to go in with a beauty blender because I can't live my life like this. It is drying down literally to powder. Like, I'm shook. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to finish up my face somehow. I can't wait to see how much product the beauty blender soaks in because this is like straight water. Oh, and she also did come out with like her own version of a beauty blender, by the way, and I was just like, no. I am not buying a $16 beauty blender right from the start. No. That was the other thing, too, I wanted to mention. Her prices, I expected the prices on her makeup to be, like, way higher. Like, Victoria Beckham just did a launch with Estee Lauder, and I was going to review some of that, and I didn't because it was, like, $50 for a lipstick. And I was like, listen, okay, if it was like one lipstick, I wouldn't have a problem trying it out. But like the entire line is that way. Like one of the compacts is $85. I about had a heart attack. I'm like, listen, no, like I am not, okay? This is almost going on so matte that it's like making my skin look patchy almost. Like it's so matte. I cannot stress that enough, you guys. Holy cow. Now, where my face, and I don't have dry skin or dry patches or anything like that by any means, and I don't claim to, but like right in this area, I have a ton of acne, and right now it's like, it's in that like almost drying up weird like ending phase. And so when it gets to that stage, and it kind of like resembles what I think a dry patch would be like. So I feel like if you have dry skin, like it is clinging to that, like that whole area right now. So if you have dry skin, I think you might want to stay away from this, or dry patches, I should say. Because I honestly don't know if I think it's going to be your friend. Now, I was going to think about using this little stick here. You know what? Let's do it. Screw it. So we're going to go in and I'm going to try and like just dab it on like say here, like maybe one acne spot. Because it does say correct and conceal. Now, I know, yet again, all these shades are wrong. I'm well aware. So if you got something to say it somewhere else. I know the shades are off. Okay? Okay. Now that we got that out of the way. I'm just going to go in and kind of like cover up some of these other spots. And then I'm going to go in with this foundation brush on the clean side and kind of like beat them out a little bit. Yeah, I don't like this. Why did I put it all over my face? That was really stupid. Yeah, this cream thing I don't like. It's sticking and it pulls and I'm not a fan. And it actually made those areas look really, really porous. So no thank you on this. Yeah, that little stick thing like ripped the foundation off of my like upper forehead right here. And I'm not living. So that's great. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead. I have to shape tape real quick. I'm going to try and adjust the horrible color decision I made for my face today. And I will come back and I will probably have that and my brows done. And we'll go from there. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that that didn't end up being the worst with some shape tape. And again, once I contour and everything, I think it'll be like passable, at least for today. And all my people around me, like they know that I'm constantly trying new things, so they expect me to look psychotic. And then the next thing I want to say is that I'm an idiot because with this order, I did get like a little sample of this Fenty Beauty, which by the way, as a sample, is that not the cutest thing? I don't even think you can see it. But the sample is super, super cute too. Now, my issue is if I would have used that, like, it's actually not a horrible shade match. It actually was, like, way better. So, you know, we could have done this a little bit with a better option. And I figured I'm an honest person. I don't have a problem telling them that I'm kind of stupid. So I was trying to figure out how do I want to set this because like the actual foundation dried down really nicely, but I always set my face. And I did pick up the Universal, it's called the Invisimatte, what the hell? The Universal blotting powder that she came out with. It is in this package. It's got a cute little mirror in it and it came with this little like powdery puff thing. And then basically it's just like a white, what I'm assuming is like a translucent powder, but it's super, super sheer. And I don't know if this is, I feel like I'll take this with me throughout the day for a touch-up as needed, but I don't think it would be a good thing to like set my under eye with. I think it would make me look kind of crepey. So I think what I'm going to go in with is the Velvetizer. The reason I want to choose the Velvetizer is they said, again, in that thing, that her stuff is so matte, which it definitely is matte, that you don't really want to go in with any extra, like, aggressive setting or, what's the word? Mattifying things. And the Velvetizer isn't really like a mattifier. It's more of like a smoothing skin out kind of thing. Okay, now I do have some color coming through. I didn't want to really layer this foundation up too much because as I was putting it on, I kind of felt like it would like peel itself back off because it does have such a dry, like mattifying, like I can feel it like being almost tight on my face right now, which again is fine because typically when my oil comes out, it'll help with that process. So what I'm going to do next, real quick, I want to tell you guys kind of the products that I have coming down the line. What I have on deck is the Gloss Bomb. It is a universal lip luminizer. It's supposed to be like this insanely beautiful lip gloss, I guess. So I think that that's what I'll probably wear on my lips today. And then I have the highlight brush. And then I also picked up 2 of the Kilowatt highlighters. I picked up one of the, it's called a Freestyle highlight. This is the one that I'm like stupid excited to like put on my face, that everyone is obsessed with. I'm obsessed, okay? What shade is this? Metal Moon, that's the shade, okay? And it has this cute little mirror. The packaging is like really nice and luxurious, by the way. And it's just white, but I guess it's oh wow, that's soft. But I guess that is a horrible swatch. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm really excited to play with that and put it on my face. And I'm really kind of curious about this other one I picked up. This is the Freestyling Highlighter Duo. That it is Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Now these ones I'm a little bit like, I have a feeling there's no way in hell this is going to work for me as a highlight. Just because I'm not this light. But I am super, super curious about it. Yeah, I don't think those are going to pick up on camera. I'll have probably have to zoom you in for those. But I did pick up both of those highlights and the brush and then the lip gloss. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get to that point on my face real quick. My face looks really yellow and it's kind of funny. So I'm going to go ahead. I will get to that point and try to make this all work together. And I will stop back in. We will continue looking at stuff. Yay! This is going really well so far. Other than that horrible shade match. Why did I do that to myself? Okay, so I have gotten this far so far, down to getting some concealer in my hair. That'll be fun to get out. I did go ahead and swatch these, so let me zoom you in super quick so you can take a look. Oy, get that open. That is from this one, so you can kind of see they're going to be a little bit of a harder sell, but look at this white one. Oh my good lord, that is everything. Okay, I'm obsessed. So I think what we're going to do is I definitely want to, wow, I need this lighting to not make me look even more jaundiced than I already do. I want to take this white highlighter. Again, this is in the shade Metal Moon. I guess they came out with a gold one that is just like stunning. I obviously did not pick it up because I was like, I don't have it. It would look good on the eyelids and everything, sure, but I don't think that it's the kind of thing that it would be practical for me. I picked up Jeffree Star's gold highlight just because it's beautiful and I do wear that on my lids, but I don't even come close to having a skin tone that can pull that off. But I was really intrigued by this because it has like the contour of your face in mind kind of thing. And again, same sleek, nice like rose gold packaging. This is beautiful. And I think the idea here is like it's supposed to fit like right on that curve and kind of go in. So that is what we're going to do. Swatching this highlight is literally like so creamy. It's the creamiest thing. So let's go ahead and see. Wow, that did not go on like I thought it would. I really thought that that was going to be more intense. Okay, am I the only one that's not getting like the intensity out of this? I'm going to go in with just like a brush. I'm going to go in and go in and go in. And I'm just going to layer it on with one of those and see if it helps a little maybe. That seems to be a little bit better. I'm also going to take and I'm going to pop this in as a brow bone highlight and an inner eye highlight real quick. Okay, I'm going to go ahead super quick. I'm going to put on my mascara and set my face, and then we will come back on. We will look at this lip gloss, and we will wrap this up, boo-boo. Yes! So I went ahead, I got my lashes on. I have been trying out this Big T's by Buxom. I really enjoyed their other mascara that I don't know if I've got sitting on my vanity anymore, but I was really enjoying that, so I thought I would try this. This one is a little bit less than whelming, so I don't know for sure if I'm loving this mascara, but whatever. I wanted to get back on here and go over this Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb because it's, oh my gosh, I have not opened this. How cute is that package? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this on. I'm sure there's nothing, you know, like the tons of foundation. I'm not 100% sure if this is opaque or not. Like, I don't know. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, I'm excited now. Okay. Normally, you guys know, like, I don't ever do gloss in the morning. That's quite a lot for me. That has such a beautiful shine. Like, oh my gosh. And it says that it's universally flattering. I can totally see that. This would look beautiful on any, like, so many skin tones. I think it would, if you had like deeper skin tones, oh my good Lord, I think this would pop and look so beautiful. I think because I'm so pale, it's carrying like a little less whelming, but it's still beautiful. I mean, oh my gosh. And it smells, it smells so good. Was it? I don't know what, like just like something, it's a very sweet smell, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. It just smells good. It's not sticky at all. Like not sticky. And it just, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So as I'm sure you guys would have guessed, I will be doing a wear test on this foundation. I do want to zoom you in real quick and let you look, this is going to be awkward, but I want you to really get to look at my acne areas and like the areas of my face that I was explaining earlier look to be kind of dry on my skin, because I think that that's a really good example of what this foundation would do if it was put on skin with dry patches. So let me go ahead and zoom you in real quick. So right in here are the acne spots I was talking about, and then up here there's a couple. And again, I don't know how, oh, hello eyes. I don't know how the, ooh, highlighter, how this is gonna pick up on camera. It might not pick up at all. It might just be like showing you my chin. Ooh, look at that gloss, girl. Look at that highlight on the nose too. Look at me, I'm like, I wanna show you acne patches. Now look at my highlighted nose. So, I think that that right here is probably the best bet. And I don't know if it's going to focus on it or not, but it is pretty clingy right there. So I'm going to go ahead. I will go throughout the day like this. I think like after a while, what I'll probably do is I will take this gloss and put it on over just like a regular lipstick to see how that looks, if I like it. I'll let you guys know how that goes. And yeah, I will see you guys at the end of the day, and we will talk about all of this Fenty craziness. Okay? Okay. Okay guys, it has been a full, fun, blusterous day. My hair has been through the ringer and it looks like crap. So I thought we would pop on here super quick and not talk about or notice the hair. So instead, just like pretend it's like not like this. So let's kind of run through my thoughts on some of these products after I wore them for the day. I honestly do think that this foundation primer combination is super, super mattifying. I'm actually a little bit impressed, not a little bit, I'm quite impressed with how well it wore. But my only issue I'm having is like in my like this area of my face, like right here, all down, it's like very crumbly, and you'll see it in the close-up. Obviously I always close up with you guys, that's how we get down on this channel, and it almost broke apart like really oddly, but at the same time it looks really good anywhere that there wasn't like that dry that I showed you this morning. Like in these areas right here where I had like that acne and it was kind of like weird textured, it did not wear well there at all. But up in like this area over here, it wore very nicely. Over in this area, it wore pretty well. We did have quite a bit of issue like right in this area on both sides, not where my glasses ride, like not where the nose pieces go, but like right next to it, that kind of wore a little bit odd. And the forehead still looks really good. And again, this stuff has been on my face, what time is it? 5, so like what? 10 hours now? That's not bad at all, I don't think. Like 8, anytime, if it can get me 8 to 10 hours, that's not fine. That's not bad. That's not fine. Listen to me, I'm like, that is not fine. But my issue is that it started to look like it looks right now quite a while ago. Like I would say right around hour like 4 for sure. We were starting to 4 for sure. I did try, I didn't necessarily need to, but I did try to go in with this Universal Invisimatte powder stuff. I wasn't living for this. I felt like as I was trying to like put this on, I ended up grabbing a brush and just like trying to like dab it on in this kind of sense, you know, not like rubbing it around because my foundation will lift. So I tried to just like dot it around, and it actually lifted the foundation up to the tune of, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. Oh my God, could I drop anything else? But I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but there's actually like this big yellow like swoof right there. That's my foundation, like my foundation coming off my face. And that's really frustrating to me because you can't be a touch-up powder if you lift my existing foundation. You guys already know, I don't think I really need to touch on it too much. I do not like this matchstick thing. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of it this morning. I'm still not a fan of it now. I don't like the way that it sits. I don't like the way that it blends out. When I put it on my face, I wasn't a fan of it. This, there will be no update on because I don't like it, so I'm not going to touch it again. And we talked about the Invisimatte. What else was there? Yes, both of these. As far as these little shimmers go, I definitely love this white highlight. I love how buildable it was. I think that it is beautiful. I was a little bit underwhelmed at how much it took to really like make it be pronounced on my face. That was a real bummer. Now, with that being said, there is still sweet Jesus. But I'm looking at this highlight and like, I'm a little bit bummed because a lot of it did come off. Like on camera, highlights have a hard time translating in where I film just because of the lights and all that. And I'm not in like a professional studio or anything. So like literally in my world, everything can be a little distorted. And now this other highlight, I didn't really get to use all that much, this pink undertone one. This is, again, the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal set. This was the next lightest one that I saw. I think that these are absolutely stunning. They are very similar in shade. Like, as I was looking at them this morning, I couldn't believe how similar they were. Like, why would you pair two that are literally almost identical in the same palette? This one has like a almost rose gold undertone, and this one has like a slight gold, like yellow gold undertone, but they are so similar to look at, and then like even on camera I feel like they show up very similar. I think that these would look beautiful on the lid for me. I don't think that they would look beautiful on my face, and I feel like as far as them being lid colors, I definitely have like other similar colors, so I don't know that I would keep this. And my other issue is that if the other one came off of my cheek, I have a feeling I have super oily eyelids, so this would probably slough off the eyelids pretty easily. So I don't know that this one's going to be a home run for me, at least not as much as the white one was. Just me being honest, guys. Just me being honest. Now, two of the other things we need to talk about are these brushes. If I'm being honest, you guys, and you guys know, like, I am the most real bitch you'll ever have on YouTube. I don't claim to be professional. I don't claim to be like, oh, this is life-changing. I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. For me, this foundation brush reminded me a lot of the one that came out with Bare Minerals. I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it because I didn't like it. But it's the same kind of concept where they want you to kind of take, you know, these short little strokes and blah, blah, blah. I actually did not really care for this, especially with this liquidy of a foundation. I felt like it created streaks. I felt like this would have been a good option. This foundation was a good option either with a beauty blender or with a kabuki, like a flat top kabuki, which is, they're just two standard options. But I don't think that this kind of like paddle option is a good choice when it's that liquidy, because it does create a lot of streaks. At least it did on me. Again, super textured skin. So for me, this brush was not a home run. It's not even that I didn't like it just with this foundation. I don't think I'm going to like it with any foundation because I just don't like this style, and it didn't revolutionize the concept for me. Now this cheek highlighter brush, okay, I was actually really intrigued with this guy because I liked the way that it like actually got like right all up on your cheek very naturally and just hugged that curve. I think that it was very nice in that sense, but what I didn't like is the way that it almost de-intensified, if that makes sense. Like it dulled the fabulousness of this highlight, whereas I went in later with like just a regular standard little brush and I kind of swiped it on and it stayed like full and vibrant and it really packed a punch. But when I went in with this, it didn't do that. So I'm not sure if I love it with this highlight. I might love it with a different one. I'll try it and let you guys know, but as of right now, I'm kind of feeling like these are not necessary, but I do think that they're beautiful. Like, they are beautiful, beautiful brushes. If I was gonna keep one, it would be the highlight brush, but you have to really, really wow me as a highlight brush because I'm pretty like specific about what I like to use, and like for right now, these are not doing it for me. And then the last thing in this line that I did want to talk about was this lip gloss, this Universally Flattering Fabulousness. You guys, I really, really liked this. I figured out that smell reminds me of Sweet Tarts. And even like when it's on my lips and I breathed in, I could like taste it, and it was really nice. I really love the color. I love how long it stays on. It was a really nice wearing lip gloss. As it wore off very, very well. It didn't like get blotchy or sticky. It never once got sticky. The only time that I did not enjoy this is after lunch. I told you guys I was gonna try and put it on over a lipstick, and I felt like it was too much. Like the lipstick being thick, and then this is kind of a thicker consistency, so it did create a lot of like thick goop kind of on my lips. So that I was not a big fan of. It kept me going blah 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 blah, like, you know, in that inner rim right there, and I wasn't living so much for that texture. But by itself, I think that this is just stunning. I really like this. The only issue that I had with it is it did tend to pool a little bit like on my inner waterline. That's kind of an issue for me, like just texture wise. I hate having weird like textury feelings. So I haven't decided 100% if I'm keeping this. If I were to keep anything out of this whole mess of things, this would be like number one though, because I really, really liked this. I liked how it went on, and I agree with the claim of universal flattering because it is stunning. I think that that's it, you guys. Oh my God, I almost forgot to do my close-ups. Hold on. So in here, I'm going to try not to move my mouth too much, but you can definitely see there's almost that oxidizing ring, but then you can definitely see what I'm talking about with the breakage, right? Like look over here. It's like breakage city on this dry patch area. Oh, good Lord. Up through here. Ew, that looks horrid. And then in through here, and I don't know how well it's going to show up, but right through here you can tell that it like broke up a ton in the most random spot. Like right here and right here. But in these areas, I think it did a really decent job at kind of all staying together. Put my glasses back down. And like working working well together right up until you got yet again to these acne patches. And then it started to look like crap again. And then the forehead, it definitely looked pretty good. I think that close-up definitely does it justice. We had a little bit of like a cake and like sloughing issue right here on the nose and in the corners right here. But overall, not too bad. So I think at the end of the day, you guys, my thoughts are, I think that she did a really good job. I think that she catered to a lot of people, and I think that she's had a very successful launch, and I definitely think that it was well deserved. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, as always, leave them down below. Like, comment, share. I love that you guys are doing that. Oh my God. You guys, we are climbing like crazy, and I love it. Thank you so, so much. I'm legitimately like excited and happy with every single subscriber, and I love that you guys are like finding me and that you feel like you can talk to me and trust my judgment. And if you ever have anything that you think needs to be improved on, or that you have questions on, or that you want reviewed, whatever, leave it down there, you guys. I read them all and I love it. Thank you so, so much. And I will talk to you guys all later. I hope you have a great day, night, weekend, whatever. And we will catch you guys more than likely tomorrow. Rihanna.